So we bought a dolly to see if we can move the Scamp around in our driveway a little bit easier. I just put it together last night. It was pretty easy. Bought it off Amazon, about 70 bucks. Gonna just hook it up to the hitch, and our driveway is pretty flat. There's a teeny bit of a slope to keep rainwater moving to the street. Hoping that's not gonna be an issue. We're gonna be as careful as we can. Crossing our fingers. All right, so the plan is to move our little baby Wanderlust from here to over there.
That's definitely Chloe knocking down the gate.
That's one of our dogs knocking down the gate as we're out here. Chloe.
They're stressed.
All right, first thing we gotta do is unlock all the locks. Younger back, legs, and knees means she gets to do that part.
I don't want to be on the ground.
Okay. Make the back chocks. I'll leave the front ones. Important, hold on, those will just have them at the ready. Yeah, that's going to be my pivot point.
So that tire's going to need to go forward. That one can stay.
I think it should still be alright. That's literally just going to try to pivot here. And watch the back so I don't hit it on the garage.
Your chocks will still keep you safe, I promise.
Maybe, yeah. Okay. How am I doing by the garage?
You got so much room. Not even at any risk of the garage at all. Still good, still good. Get all the way over and you won't hit the garage. Alright, I lied. You're gonna have to take it down a bit. It's not gonna be able to go totally. Nice, 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 nice.
And make these handles wide enough for big hands.
Okay, now take it all the way over here. And now bring your nose a little bit over. Okay, now I think you can take it straight down and the trailer would be far enough over.
You have those chocks?
Okay, now you can go. I'm so fast. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at that, yeah. Oh, that's gorgeous, gorgeous.
All right, grab me that plastic square.
Good job. Oh my gosh, good job. So strong.
Oh yeah, it's hardest in the gravel, and
Yeah.
if like the reason why I kept just kind of trying to do angles, I could feel if I let it go straight on with our driveway,
It
it
would
would
have just kept going.
it would have wanted to go. I could have
Yeah.
stopped it, but it would have
Would have hurt you.
been hard, and I wouldn't have been getting it moving anywhere.
Yeah.
And we did it. It's right where we wanted it. So from here to there, using the dolly, I will admit our driveway is not perfectly level. There is a little bit of a slope, like I mentioned earlier, just to kind of keep rainwater running. I could tell by the weight of it, if I didn't kind of shimmy and shake this thing into place, if I had it like going straight down with the dolly, it would definitely want to head towards the street. I weigh 250 plus pounds, so my body weight was enough to kind of keep it stopped. But if it got a good momentum going, that could be dangerous. So I always just kind of had the wheels slightly turned and just kind of went back in angles, so that way gravity wasn't working against me. It was actually working for me to try to keep the Scamp from rolling. There was a couple times where when my feet were in the gravel, and even once on the driveway, where my body weight was stopping it from moving anywhere, but I couldn't really get momentum going to get it moving. So Kristina got her hips in there and gave it some nudge, and that did the trick. And we got it right into place, and now it's all properly chalked. And I'm gonna secure it all so it doesn't get stolen, and we got a driveway back.
Yay.
And I can still pull my tow vehicle right up there when it's time to go camping, because we're gonna be doing some fall camping here, hopefully. Might end up being winter camping, but either way, we're not done with the season.
We're aiming for November.
Yay. All right, how did she perform? Honestly, great. We got the Scamp right where we wanted. This made it much, much easier than trying to use the wheel that can go in place of the front stabilizer. I do have a few criticisms, though. The way that it's super low means lifting it up pretty high to get it started, and that angle gets gravity working for the heavy Scamp. I kind of wish the handle was up higher so I didn't have to lift it, the bottom part, as far off the ground just to get started in pivoting. But honestly, once you kind of get used to it, it's not a big deal. My biggest complaint is how skinny this handle is. If I put my legs here, you can see that it doesn't even go waist side to side for me. And so for a broad-shouldered person, it was kind of hard to get leverage with this handle some. And honestly, with a 1,500 pound Scamp, those handles kind of hurt the hands a little. Not a ton. I mean, obviously, I'm not saying that it's reason to not buy this. It's just, if I were to make it, I would have spread those out a little bit more and maybe put a little bit of cushion on those handles. But it did its job. I'm very pleased. And honestly, for 70 bucks, whatever it was, is right around $70, $75. It was great, because there's far more expensive ones that look the same, and for the price, it did a fantastic job and put my baby right where I wanted her. While I'm at it, I've had lots of people ask what we use for security to keep our Scamp safe and not stolen, and I figured I'll walk you through that. So bear with me for 1 second, I'll turn the camera around. All right, so for starters, we've got a master lock hitch lock. So it goes where the hitch pin would go, locks in place. Probably pretty easy to defeat, but the goal here is to have lots of steps that would take a person a while to get it stolen. If anybody wants to steal a Scamp or a camper, they can. The matter of slowing them down so that you could call the police, intervene, whatever, that's kind of the goal here. Make it harder, because thieves are lazy, so hopefully they would leave ours alone and head on down the road and just grab somebody so it's not locked up. So this is step one, but number two is proven lock, and this is a very heavy duty thick steel hitch cover lock. Honestly, probably the biggest deterrent to this is if they wanted to pick the lock, it's under here, and putting it on and off is a pain in it, but just having the key, so picking it would be a pain. Plus it's a weird key, and this one they've tested with like crowbars and things to like try to get it off. Again, you could, if you took time, you could get these things off. Proven locks are tough and would take a good long while. So these are the two. And the nice other part about proven locks is you can kind of twist the chains up and tuck them in there, so they're not going to use your own chains and hook it to whatever vehicle they're using to steal your trailer. So that's nice about proven lock, but it doesn't end there. If we walk around, back in Omaha, I bought this really heavy duty chain and padlock and would chain it to a post in my fence. I don't have that option here. So what I do is I wrap it around the stabilizers. The idea here is if someone were to try to steal this and the stabilizers are down, they would be dragging it with the stabilizers down, which one would make it not want to move. Two, would probably cause a lot of sparks and attention and hopefully get them pulled over by the police. But again, this would be really tough to break through. So it's a granite padlock, very expensive, very thick and sturdy. And the chain is also very thick and sturdy. So it would take a lot. Again, not impossible to cut through it, but it would take time. And so those are my deterrents. Last but not least, we have Ring cameras that point around various parts of our house. So when someone's in my driveway, I get notified, and I work from home and my office overlooks the front yard and the driveway. So when I get Ring notifications, I can just look out my window and see what's going on. But what's even better than Ring notifications are my dogs. And they let me know anytime somebody comes into the driveway, anytime DoorDash drops something off, UPS, the mailman, kids on bicycles, people jogging, the wind blew. My dogs let me know. I'd rather not have all those notifications from my dogs, but I would take that over nothing at all. And that's about it. So between all the locks and my Ring notifications, oh, and lastly, I always forget this because it's something I don't have to really worry about, but I've got GPS trackers inside the Scamp, more than one in hidden spots. So if someone were to steal my Scamp, I could actually track where it's headed. When I had it moved here in January and we had it on a flatbed, I was able to actually track its movements the entire way here from Nebraska to New Mexico. So that's also very reassuring, is having those GPS trackers in there. And I have more than one because I figure if they were to look and find one and toss it out, there's still another one. Yeah, I'm weird like that, but this cost me a lot of money. I'm not a rich man, so I just wanted to protect my investment because it's a lot of fun. And with that, happy scamping.